Welcome to Pull the Pin Already War Room Edition. I'm your host, Jim. With me here, as usual, is Mike. And our special guest is also Mike, but not the same Mike.
Yeah,
obviously.
I think I might be a little lighter. Just a tad.
Hey, you mean weight or color?
Both.
Damn, he just called you fat.
I was about to say both.
He is in the Army.
Oh, already. You see where this one's going.
I could be a sergeant major.
Beard and all.
Yeah, exactly. In the Army, right? No. Oh, God. Now I'm going to hear it. I'm going to hear it now, I'll tell you. Hey, Jim, what do you think about this? Let's pull the pin.
Well, that is all the time.
All right. Yep, that was short-lived, man. You know?
Glad you're on the show there, Mike.
Thanks for having me, I guess.
Thanks for trying to have me.
Yeah. So, Mike, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, man?
Well, my name is Mike, obviously. I joined the Marine Corps 2006 after working a whole string of dead-end jobs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Life going nowhere. My brother was originally talking to a Marine Corps recruiter. Kind of made the promise with him that if things didn't work out, because I was going for a promotion, if things didn't work out with that promotion, I would join up. And he called me on that.
Oh, okay.
And in true Marine Corps fashion, they screwed me. I had Red Sox Yankees tickets, man. I had to go, right? So I'm like, all right, man, let me just wait 6 months. They're like, all right, yeah, go ahead, just sign the contract first, and then we'll send you out in 6 months. They call me back 3 days later, said you're leaving in 2 weeks.
Wow.
Leaving in 2 weeks.
Jeez.
So I left end of January. So their second promise to me was after boot camp, right? They would get me recruiting for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that I could go to the Red Sox Yankees game, right?
Right.
Yeah, no, that didn't work either. No, 10 days leave, boom, off to MCT. Fucking assholes.
Bad taste.
But hey, I got my recruiter a new TV.
Okay. How'd that happen?
Well, because he recruited me.
Oh, okay.
So,
I thought it might have been a riot somewhere. You just had an opportunity to go in there.
No, I wasn't so lucky. So my first year was all boot camp, MCT, A school, C school. A school in Pensacola, C school in Cherry Point, North Carolina. I worked in the air wing. So yes, I am a pogue. Don't really care.
Yeah.
Not really an insult to me. Rather not be a bullet catcher.
Right.
So then, after a year of not being in the fleet, I started thinking that the fleet was a myth, and then they sent me out to Okinawa for 2 years.
Wow.
So I was at FATEMA. I worked on C-130s. Safety and survival was what they called me. I worked on pressurization, bleed air.
Did he freeze or forget where he worked?
Oxygen, that shit. So I was that LOX guy on the flight line wearing that giant white suit, carrying around, wheeling around this just giant green ball. So that was me. I did 2 years out in Okinawa. Loved the food, hated the place. Went back to the States went back to Cherry Point, North Carolina to serve out the rest of my 2 years because I was signed a 5-year because I was in the air wing. And I hurt my shoulder playing softball of all things. Softball.
Yep. He's probably a catcher.
No, I was actually left field there, Dick.
Oh, all right.
I ended up being the catcher after I hurt myself because I had to put myself in a couple games, so I had to roll the ball back because I had 3 tears in my labrum. So I ended well, of course, in true Marine Corps fashion, I didn't get seen for it for a year after I hurt myself. So of course I had plenty of chance to do more damage.
Yeah.
So by the time I actually got seen for it, there were 3 tears. Probably started out as 1. 3 tears in my labrum. Had that done, was med held for almost 9 months before they denied my reenlistment package. Met my wife in North Carolina. She's also a Marine. Yeah, I know. The Marine Corps actually issued me a wife. It was crazy.
It wasn't a man from the Navy.
No. My brother ended up joining the Navy, though. Wow. Remember how I told you he was talking to a Marine Corps recruiter? He joined the Navy.
Well, you did say you had dead-end jobs. I don't know why you thought Marines were a dead-end job.
Hey, man, I get paid for the rest of my life, man. I'm good.
There you go.
I'm cool.
There you go.
Just
Yeah.
took
And
a
those
couple
stress
awkward,
blues, man.
took a couple awkward softball games, right?
There you go. So now I've been out since 2011. Transitioning was definitely probably the hardest part of my entire life, transitioning to civilian life. You know, I had to return to the dead end jobs. I needed a job. And nobody in a good field really wanted anybody with a bum shoulder. Right. So I ended up working as a cashier at Lowe's before my buddy. Hi. That's my wife back there.
Happens all the time on the show,
Yep.
I tell you.
So I ended up working as a cashier at Lowe's for seasonal position during Christmas. They wanted to rehire me. I told them to fuck themselves. So then I had a buddy who was working for a company that worked with adults with mental handicaps. So, I mean, the pay was decent. You know, started off at $10 an hour. Chance to get a raise up to $12.50 in the first year. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do that.
And as a Marine, you probably spoke the language.
Absolutely. You know, muscles are required, intelligence not expected, right?
There you go. Just a bunch of grunts.
A bunch of crayon eaters, you know, sitting there munching on the green and blue crayons. You laugh at yourself, you know.
I appreciate it because we laugh at ourselves all the time.
All the time.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been working in that field now. I've worked for 3 different companies. We're working in that field now for 9 years. And I actually just took a promotion as a program manager, so I run my own house now. So that's kind of me in a nutshell. I know that was a long drawn out fucking explanation of who the fuck
I like getting that history though, man.
Yeah, it would have been shorter if we didn't interrupt too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it would have been longer too if I actually went through the whole progression. You know what I mean?
So, are you affiliated with the military at all?
I mean, besides going to the VA.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You know, yeah. I mean, obviously, VA is where I get all my healthcare. Obviously, as you can probably tell from my teeth, I don't get dental. But yeah, I mean, I'm 30%. I got both shoulders and migraines. I actually developed migraines while out in Okinawa. I had no idea what the fuck it was the first time I got it, dude. Wow. I started seeing I had this like circle around me with like rainbows on the edge. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, it hurts so much.
Yeah.
Everybody over there is wondering why you were squinting so much.
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm just like laying my head on the desk, and my staff sergeant's like, "What the fuck you doing, Was?"
Wow.
See, they call me Was. Nobody's gonna try to pronounce my last name. Fuck, Jesus Christ. Especially in the Marine Corps, I heard all kinds of shit. Wasabug and Nuggawugga was one of them. Wassenberger. It's like everybody gets like they pronounce the first 4 letters and then just ignore the rest of it. Say, fuck it, we'll just add anything in here.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody just started calling me Was because nobody gave a crap.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try either.
Okay, so let me ask you this, man. So when you see or hear about the military today, compared to when you were in, what are the big differences you see?
Is stress cards really a thing? Like, is that really a fucking thing?
In the Army, it was.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. You're only there for 8 weeks. You can't take 8 weeks. No, I mean, there've been a couple things that have come up and then not happened that my wife and I both complained about. One of them was they were talking about shortening Marine Corps boot camp. Like, am I really going to take you seriously if you haven't done 13 weeks?
Right.
Like, you're supposed to be like the best of the best. You know what I mean? How can you do that if you don't have a longer training period? Right. You know what I mean? You're going to cut yourself down to the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force. Then what? You're just a step above the fucking Air Force? Because, I mean, let's be honest. The Coast Guard is in the bottom.
Yeah.
But Coast Guard, what branch is that?
It's not.
Oh.
Let's be honest. It's the lifeguards. The job that most of the cool kids had in high school. That was what they decided to do.
Yeah.
I actually
and somehow they rate the same amount of pay we do. I don't know how that works.
I did actually when I was in Hawaii. Obviously, I did patrol a Coast Guard housing area, and I'll tell you, honestly, I was I was dumbfounded. Like, who are these people?
Dude,
Really?
I was out. Kadena was the Air Force base out in Okinawa, man, and I went there because a couple of my people went on a debt over to Okinawa. You know, a couple guys that I went to A school with, you know, went over there and partied. Dude, they had fucking maid service. Like what? Maid service? Jesus Christ!
I thought only the Air Force did that.
And we can't even
Yeah.
afford new fucking planes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, like you said,
Jesus
they're the
Christ.
lifeguard with government funding.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's the Air Force. Kadena's an Air Force base. Like what the?
Oh, Air Force. Yeah, we
They're
already
just.
talked.
I mean, they're just as bad. Come on.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I think Jim. I think I talked about this on another episode about the difference between Marines, Army, and Navy and Air Force. Nobody mentioned the Coast Guard, by the way, but it was this lieutenant colonel.
Because
Retired
they're not
lieutenant-
worth mentioning. I
Yeah,
mean, let's-
exactly. But they said like the Army and the Marines, when they get their money, the budget for the year, they spend it on beans and bullets. Let's say,
Yep.
right? Air Force and the Navy, they'll spend it on a new chow hall, the new barracks,
People,
new building. Yeah. Right. So then when they run out of money, and we as the Marines and the Army run out of money also, and we go back to Congress for more money, you have to justify it.
Mm-hmm.
So now the Navy and the Air Force ask for money for beans and bullets. No one's going to deny that.
Right.
But we ask for money for the chow hall, the commissary, the PX, and the barracks, and we're like, nah, you can't give me more money for that.
Yeah, I heard the same
know?
story with the
Yeah.
Air Force where they build half a runway and
Yeah.
then they build barracks and everything, and then they're like, we ran out of money.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, man. It
Yeah.
does.
They're smart. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I'm jealous. If I did it all
Yeah.
over again, I'd be Air Force
Oh, same here. Same here, man.
or
But
Coast
it
Guard,
was-
maybe. Apparently,
I don't think
Coast
I
Guard
don't think I would. I honestly don't think I would.
Ah,
If I had to do it all over again, I don't think I would. Yeah, I mean,
Why?
there's so few
They don't
people
have a
that
good
can call
softball
themselves
team?
Marines, man.
yeah, but come on, let's be real, Mike. Come on,
Let's be real. Let's be real.
you'd rather be getting the government pay, calling your boss Bob, and having the best of everything, or would you rather go out there and catch bullets or try to catch bullets if you
I
could?
called my boss JJ. I don't know what I'm in the air wing, dude. Like this is
Ooh.
like what do you like, it's like the Air Force half of the Marine Corps.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
Wow.
like I don't, this is sir, yes sir. No, that was none of that, dude.
I think we are shattering stereotypes here.
Oh yeah, big time.
I mean, honestly, the best time I had in the Marine Corps was when I got fapped out to PMO, which is military police, for the Marine Corps. Getting actually treated like a Marine is great when you're an NCO.
Right,
Mm.
right.
You know, like,
Yeah.
like, you know, when you're a little Lance Cooley and below, it sucks. But like, I picked up corporal while I was there, dude, and it was like a light switch went off. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a Lance Corporal, dude, and I'll tell you shit. As soon as I said I got selected for corporal, and they're like, "Oh, okay, so here's what's going on." So, like, the fuck?
Yeah.
So who outranks who at home?
I outrank. I've always actually outranked my wife, but we didn't work in the same anywhere. We worked on the same base, but nowhere in the same command ever.
That's
we
what he says,
actually
though.
met in Yuma, Arizona, when she went on a debt from North Carolina. I went on a debt from Okinawa, and we met there. We didn't actually get together there. We met there. We started talking. She was going through her first divorce at the time. I think she's working on her second one.
I was going to ask that. I was going to ask, are you her
You know.
second? But you beat me to it. See?
Yeah. But yeah, so I didn't really like pursue anything, but then we ended up in the same barracks. She was on the third floor, I was on the first. And I, in true Marine Corps fashion, just made excuses to run into her. And she just threw shit at me in true Stacy fashion. Why? Because you're working on your second divorce?
You can't pull rank?
Because I said it. Okay.
You can't pull rank, man? Make her do some push-ups or something?
Shit don't work here. You know that. She automatically, as the woman, gets bumped up 3 ranks. If we were still in the Marine Corps, during work hours, I outrank her. But as soon as we get home, boom, You know what I mean? Like,
There you go.
Why
There
am
you
I
go.
taking out the trash?
Yeah.
I'm a lance corporal.
she all of a
Yes.
sudden puts that rocker on, man. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah, exactly. Exactly. But we know you got this, man. We know she can't hear us, right?
no, she can't. Do it.
They be like, oh, let me stop. Let me stop. We know you rule the house, man. We know you got this. We're right here for you, Mike.
Wait,
That's
this
right.
is the moment. See who lights the cigarette. See who lights the cigarette. This will be the moment. We'll know right now. Oh, here, baby. Here's the lighter. Oh, look, they're lighting their own. I see a
Oh,
divorce
yeah.
coming.
Oh yeah, that's yep.
Oh,
I would say this, man. I don't wish it on anyone and everyone, of course, but in my house, I rule the house, man. So hopefully one day you'll get there, Mike.
Yeah. Wait, Mike. I'm gonna play something for Mike because
Hey,
he knows.
don't
He
do
knows.
it, Jim. Don't do
I'm
it.
doing it.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. I talk a lot of trash, but that woman in there, she's gonna get me to do it.
This is a statement from Mike. That's why it's a soundboard.
What are we talking about? The Christmas lights, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey,
Yeah.
let
Put
me ask
ours
a
up,
serious
actually.
question. Let me ask a serious question. How is marrying somebody in the Marine Corps? I mean, is that a
I think
challenge?
it makes. I mean, obviously, I can't really compare it to anything. She's
Fair
my
enough.
only wife, but
Oh, okay.
for me personally, it makes it, especially talking about the Marine Corps, it makes it a
Yeah.
lot easier. You know what I mean? Like she already knows the jargon. I don't have to like explain that shit to her.
Right, right.
You know what I mean? It's pretty simple. And we both held the same security clearance, so I could talk to her literally about anything.
Yeah.
Her security clearance was higher, so I could talk to her about anything. It's true. No, she was admin, so like,
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah. So she got a higher security clearance. I didn't need
Yeah.
one, so I just worked on fucking aircraft.
Oh.
I was a
Hey,
wrench.
you would think you would have a higher security clearance. You working on the aircraft.
What for turning a wrench? I need a higher security
It's a
clearance to turn a
C-130,
wrench?
dude. It's not like
Oh,
some-
C-130. That's right. He
Yeah.
says it wasn't like the fighter jets or anything.
Yeah, it wasn't some classified piece of equipment.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Some countries have C-130s. some other countries have that.
Yeah, we give them our old ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. It's just like they're doing
Yeah,
that
some
now.
of the aircraft that I worked on are still in circulation in other countries.
Wow.
Yeah, I believe it. That's probably what we do, just like back in the days when we used to bury brand new tanks.
When we're done with it, here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when we're done with it, the America's done with it. You know,
Yeah.
like when the Marine Corps is done with it, America's done with it. They're like,
That's
nope,
right.
nope. There's nobody else to hand this down to.
Yeah.
Coast Guard doesn't need it, so
Even though they're probably trying, we'll take two. We'll take two.
Yeah. We'll take two.
Can we leave them at your base?
Yeah. But yeah, I think we're giving some of the old Abram tanks now to other countries. Yeah. Oh, they probably been doing that for a while now.
yep.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
sell them on eBay, right?
Yeah, on eBay.
Make that extra money for that Air Force flight line. I mean,
That's probably the truth of it. They're probably
Yeah.
getting money from the government and selling the equipment on the side.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Remember-
Hey,
Go ahead.
Mike, I was going to ask you if you were king for a day. If you were king for a day, name something you would change.
In the Marine Corps or in life general?
Life general, anything you want.
Well, Trump would be president again. Yep.
Over Biden?
Yes. 100%. Get the fuck out of here.
I couldn't do it,
Sleepy
Jim.
Joe?
I couldn't.
Get out of here. I mean, I don't think it's as bad as if Hillary were to get it, but yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna be like a Democrat and sit here and cry that Biden won, but I do kind of fear for the next 4 years, and let's hope we get him out then. Let's hope Trey Gowdy comes out of retirement.
Oh,
that
he
would be
hit that.
great.
Trey Gowdy, you know that 2016. That's my write-in vote.
2016, Trey
That was
Gowdy.
my write-in.
Oh,
Yep.
dude, it would
I
be
knew he
great,
didn't
man. I
stand a
love that
chance.
guy. That guy was no nonsense. Told
Yeah.
you how it was. Great guy.
Yeah, even out the door, he says he's leaving because it's no longer about the people; it's about winning.
Exactly.
Out the door, he said that. So,
Yep.
but that's the problem with politics in our country is the good guys don't ever last because they can't deal with the system.
Because they can't play the politics. They're not going to lie to you. You know what I mean? They want to be open and honest with the people, but that doesn't win you votes.
Yeah, and it also puts you in a precarious situation where you could be, set up or something like that because all of them got some dirt on everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's why those career politicians. That's why they keep getting reelected.
Yeah.
Because now they're part of that establishment.
Yeah, and they need to go.
Yeah, and they had meetings on Epstein's Island. He didn't kill himself.
Look at Mike. Mike's like, I was never there.
Wait, is that Mike or
No,
James?
Mr. James. Sorry, Master James.
But nah, you believe in that? You don't believe he committed suicide, man?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
I'm not an idiot.
Calm down.
I might be a Marine, but I'm not an idiot.
Personally, hey, I call it like I see it. I think he committed suicide.
Oh my God.
And with that,
Jim, you have to keep quiet, man. You can't. That's the only way I can hold back the smile, man. You got to keep quiet.
Mr. James has been working on his sarcasm. I have
a 3-second rule there, Mike. If I can hold it back for 3 seconds, I got it. Most of the time, hey, at 2.2 is about to burst, man. I gotta let it out.
Isn't it crazy though? Like in this day and age, like right now, that like you can have clearly obvious things in your face that you just say that's got to be something wrong, and people are just like, no, there's nothing wrong with that.
That's the justice system.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just in
let's
general,
be honest here.
Yeah.
That's the justice system.
Yeah. So. What do you mean by the justice system, though?
I mean, come on. If you don't have proof beyond a reasonable doubt, man,
right.
it's innocent until proven guilty. You know what I mean?
Well, right, but I mean, like for example, I understand that the politics are maybe different from us peons and us peasants, but like when you got Hillary Clinton, oh yeah, I deleting emails. I mean, straight up admitting it. When you've got a lot of people admitting to their crimes,
cash walks, man,
and they just nothing.
That's a cash walk situation, man.
But I mean, I'm not worried about the politicians, the judges, the system, because we know what that's about. I'm talking about regular people. How do people get behind that? How do people say, "Oh, that's okay," because she's on my team? Like, how do they do that?
I think if we're talking about just the 2016 presidential election, I think I had a lot to do with not for her, but against him. And I think that's a lot to do with why Biden won too. It's not necessarily for Biden. It's against Trump. Not for Hillary, but against Trump.
Yeah, and I think we all know why. Because once you start, I don't want to say
once you start painting somebody as a racist, man, it's.
But no, I'm saying once Trump steps in and he's not in the system, he's not a good old boy in the system, and he doesn't need their money from the lobbyists. So once he steps in, now all of a sudden all that stuff starts to surface, and everybody starts realizing, well, if he gets caught, he's going to bring me down, and if he gets caught, he's going to bring me down. So then they all start to panic.
Absolutely.
And it causes them to work together.
Yes.
Absolutely.
To get that different person out of
finally get them working together on something.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
it's almost like last time they worked together like that was like right after 9/11.
See, Mike, we have a pure-hearted libertarian amongst us. Mr. James is a libertarian, and he said it perfect to me one day. He said, the only time Republicans and Democrats ever agreed on anything, it's that the other parties don't matter.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we're gonna join together to keep them out.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see it every day, man. You see it every day. But I think that not for him, but against him, I think that's spot on, man. I really do. I can't even add anything to that or whatever. That's just spot on. Yeah.
I don't expect people to be intelligent. Obviously, there's Marines among us, so I don't expect people to be intelligent. But I think common sense should be somewhat a little bit standard. Like, I mean, really, what do you think is going to happen when somebody comes in and starts tearing down the walls to expose the corruption? Do you think the mafia would just roll over and say, oh, let's go to jail? Like, no, these people are going to fight back hard.
Yeah.
So why can't people realize that? Stop calling everything a conspiracy and realize like some of this stuff is really happening.
Yeah. I think it's that team mentality, man. Once again, it's equivalent to watching the World Series, NBA Finals, Super Bowl, you name it. You know.
Well, it also doesn't help that the media's in their back pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate
you control the
talking about
media, you can control the world. I
Yeah.
mean, that's been true even before TV.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you control the newspapers, you control the world at that point.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, why?
And they always have.
Why do you think these people though have no conscience or are oblivious to their conscience and just take sides though?
I mean, I'm not going to get into the science of the human brain here because I'm not going to sound smart here. But I mean, you know, sociopaths do exist. I mean, maybe they just exist. Maybe there's just more of them than we know.
Right.
You know,
for instance, Jim, if we were to start like a Facebook conversation right now, or just social media conversation about what we're discussing right now,
right?
Not many people would join in. But as soon as there's some type of scandal that hits the headline that says national attention, and it could be the same damn thing we're talking about today, but 2 weeks later, people are joining in on the conversation.
You think it's the sensationalism part of it? Like everybody that loves Jerry Springer and all that is Jerry Springer, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It has a lot to do with the sensationalism of it. Absolutely.
People's lives are so boring and pathetic. They need something to be excited about.
Yeah. And another thing is, do you really think people, the average person, are going around there doing all this in-depth research on topics? You know?
We don't even do it for the show.
So we can't expect that from, you know, all of our viewers out there.
Both of our viewers,
all five?
Right? No, he said
both. I was giving you a little bit more credit.
Well, no, after this episode, we'll have 5.
Yeah. But no, I think a lot of people need to do more research. And I think the reason why they don't is because they really don't care, or they're just comfortable being on a team. That's it. The winning team.
It's just like I said, though, I don't expect even the research. Like I get it. I expect at least some thought of like, let's wait for the information, or let's wait.
Well, I think some of it has to do with not just peer pressure, but being scared to be open and honest about how you feel.
I think fear drives a lot of what's going on.
I mean, fear for me, like, you know, I mean, I've always been honest on who I vote for, but I don't sit there and broadcast it. Like, I don't have signs on my freaking lawn or bumper sticker on my car or anything like that. Mostly due to fear. You know, fear of what's going to happen if I do. What's the retaliation going to be like? I mean, I've seen plenty of my friends, their tires slashed just because they had a Trump 2020 sticker on their car.
Yeah, Mike.
You know,
Mike covered up his swastika tattoo for you, Mr. James. So. Oh, that doesn't work. I can't just call you a Nazi and be done with.
Apparently, you can.
You have no comeback. Prove you're not.
Did.
Prove you're not. Prove it. Prove it.
He'll go like this. He'll show you he doesn't have a tattoo, and then everyone will say, "Oh, he got it taken off. He got it."
Exactly. see, but that's a tactic. That's a tactic that's worked. Yeah. Because nobody wants to be a racist or Nazi, but they call you that knowing you can't disprove it. No matter how many times Trump said it, denounce him, denounce him, denounce him. Well, denounce him to me today.
Yeah.
You know,
denounce him for the 278th time.
It's just
if you don't do it 278 times at least, you're obviously for the KKK.
Right.
Obviously.
Well, of course he's white. Duh.
No shit.
It's a good start.
I mean, Jim, you and I are obviously.
Yeah.
Even if we denounce them right now, it's obvious.
I do that every beginning of every show. I just have to let you know. I tell Mr. James, look, dude, I'm not a racist today. So we can
maybe tomorrow. Check in with me tomorrow.
Well, no, it's usually when I disagree with him. Then he's like, "No, Jim, you are a racist." See?
You sure you're not a Democrat? That sounds like Democrat tactics, not libertarian tactics.
Hey, and for the That's good, Jim. That's good. That's good. You got me, man. Normally, I'm doing that to him, Mike. Just so you know, he got me on that one. That's good, though. Yeah, that's good. Man, yeah, he is racist.
Yeah, we have a good time here. I only invited him so nobody would think I was a racist. That's my
Yeah,
that's my
it.
friend excuse.
There
Oh
you
no,
go.
I have a black friend.
Yeah.
Can't be a racist.
Here, man.
But wait a minute, that doesn't even prove it anymore. You can't even
Nope.
use that excuse because that's just a way to
Yeah.
No,
It's
I
crazy.
actually one of my coworkers, she's got 5 kids with 2 different black men. And she was called racist. Yeah. I'm sitting there like, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a sad, sorry tactic, but they use it because they know you have no way of disproving it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And even if you do like something like that, well, wait a minute, my kids are not white.
But
know,
I mean, that's also not registered. That's also not racism.
right.
It's not.
Right.
I mean, it really isn't. Like, yeah, it's prejudice, absolutely. But you know,
And we all have prejudice.
we all
do.
Not me. I had to, Jim.
I have to call you on your bullshit there.
Wait. Here's a reply for him.
Come on, man.
Hey, I'm not prejudiced against anyone or anything. I love everyone.
Are you done yet? Like, really? Are you really done yet?
Hold
I'm
on,
about to barf. I think maybe that might be the mic drop moment there. So
That's the mic drop moment.
yeah. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe,
Maybe
we'll
drop out of the frame.
Yeah. Hey, do I have the power to do that? Can I drop him out of the frame? Oh no, then I'll be a
Put a
racist
little
for sure.
explosion, like a
Yeah, that's what I'll
bullshit
do.
explosion there or something.
That's what I'll need. Yeah. You know what? You gave me a new soundbite.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh wait, I got it.
But it's political bullshit.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
All right, man. We want to move on and let Mike pull the pin on something?
Yes.
All right, Mike. This is what I said.
Marine, man.
You get to pick something and go vent. I mean, I know you did some venting here, but you get to pick something totally different now.
Right.
And just vent about it and let us know how you feel.
All right. So this is something that's near and dear to my heart, man.
Whoa! Wait a minute. Did you watch our episodes or did you just pull that out of your butt?
I just pulled that out of my ass. What?
Holy cow. That's Mike's thing. That's Mike's thing.
Oh my God. His name is Mike. I'm telling you, man, we are bonded.
You know, everybody wants to be like Mike, right?
There you go. There you go, man. Let him know, man.
Mikey likes it.
So I mean something that you know, I'm sure you guys have heard before. Depression runs rampant, especially in the military. I myself suffered from depression. 3 years ago, I went through a huge bout of depression, lost my job for a little bit. Ended up just sitting around playing video games, not giving a shit. I was actually doing the doghouse at that time. I didn't care. So I didn't clean my house. I let my kids run wild. My wife was working so much to try to keep a roof over our heads. And I wasn't lifting a finger. It wasn't helping. My wife got fed up, right? So she calls Child Protective on me. You know, I mean, this is after probably about a year of her trying to do something about getting me help. You know, and in true male fashion, you know, I mean, I know you guys grew up in the same generation I did. Suck it up. You're a man. Be a man.
Is it?
Suck it up. That's all I ever heard my entire life from my father. When my father decided to be in my life, you know, suck it up. Be a man. Shove it down. Don't show emotions. Don't cry. You're a man. I hit absolute rock bottom when they took my kids away. And I came up with a plan to kill myself. I was heading out the door to do it when my brother walked in and saved my life. But I guess if I'm going to pull the pin on anything, it's this chauvinistic mindset of be a man, walk it off, stop showing this emotion. Don't look for help. You don't go to therapy. What are you, freaking a pansy? It almost killed me. That mindset almost killed me. because I could not hold it in anymore. But I had to because I'm a man.
All right. Well, the good thing is, Mike, we're actually working on a sort of a program. We're going to start doing, or hopefully soon, some PTSD episodes and stuff like that. Because I actually belong to a little organization where I do get together other veterans. Because you're not rare, believe me, you're not rare.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. So that's good. I mean, it's good. We do need to do away with that in many ways, and we're hopefully going to dive into a lot of that stuff. So I don't know how to make a joke out of this one, so I'm gonna have to leave it there.
No, I mean, if you bump your shin, absolutely walk that shit off. Be a man. But
yeah. It's just, well, it's real.
Stub your toe on the end of the coffee table. Walk that shit off. Be a man. Stop crying.
Yeah, it's real. And the hard part is that, we're so strong that, if we go to that bad place, we're strong there too. So if you do decide that, there's nothing to stop you, you're going to be pretty good at it. So yeah, I think people need to realize that. That's why we're going to try to do some awareness thing and roll with it. Hopefully it works out. We're working the plans out still.
Well, good luck.
Yeah,
that was a good one, man. That was a good one.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
That was silent. That brought a lot of silence.
Well, don't we normally have silence?
No.
Oh, that's on the viewing.
Not
end.
with Jim on the show. Are you kidding? I know how much he likes to talk.
No.
So
This is a different Jim, man. He doesn't like to talk. I can't even lie. There you go. The bullshit comes out again. Sorry.
So Mr. James, imagine how hard it is to watch a episode while recording it and not being able to say anything.
Yeah, exactly.
That's literally what I had to do.
I'm sure as shit you're saying something, but you have yourself muted.
That's what I had to do. I had to do that. Sit through that whole thing and be like, gosh, dang, what did? Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's all right. That was a good pull the pin, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and that was good. Good leading into, because I think we are going to start getting into that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And right around time for the holidays too. So, or the new year right here.
Exactly.
We're going to be.
Consider this your safety stand down. I know you missed them.
There you go.
and a New Year's resolution to top it off, right?
There you go.
There
Awesome.
is, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us, Mike. We're going to close out here before we send you off officially. Mike, you can say thanks too before you interrupt my closing.
Thanks, Mike. I like to interrupt him when he's talking, man.
All the time.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
It was
And
fun,
thank
man.
you all for tuning in and putting up with whatever we got to put out there. We hope you come back, even if Mike isn't going to let you live this one down. Until next time, Godspeed.
And pull the pin.
Thanks for joining us here. Pull the pin already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.